Greetings. Hope you're all doing well. I'm going to talk about something which I did a playlist on some time ago on my YouTube channel called the Jezebel Spirit. And I must say, in my 3 years since leaving the Watchtower Society, I've met a lot of what I would call control freaks. People who I've been in Skype conversations with, who display what I call the Jezebel spirit. Now, don't get me wrong here. We all at times can want our own way. I mean, which one of us as a child didn't throw a tantrum if we couldn't get our own way? But, you know, as Paul said, when we get older and follow the Messiah, we put away childish things and become childlike. And let's start by saying the Jezebel spirit mentioned in Revelation isn't just female. And we'll look at that in a minute in more depth. But the congregation in Thyatira, the Messiah said, I've got this one thing against you. You tolerate that woman Jezebel. And he also spoke to another congregation about them that be aware of the sect of the Nicolaitans. This Jezebel spirit permeates the whole world. We see it everywhere, in marriages, in workplaces, and particularly in religious scenarios or forums. These are some of the characteristics of the Jezebel spirit. They want to be in control. If you get into conversation with them in a group or whatever, they always try to dominate the conversation. 3, they are never wrong. I could go on, but that's some of the main points. And 4thly, when you start disagreeing with them, they start to character assassinate you. You may come across these people, and they can sap your energy, especially if you trusted them and maybe introduced them to your friends. But like I said, once you start disagreeing with them and they see they're losing control over you, they will go about character assassinating you. Let's take, for example, I said it's not just a female thing. We know that ancient times, the original Jezebel tried to kill Elijah the prophet because Elijah had killed 850 of her false prophets. Well, she viewed them as true prophets, her Baal prophets. So she goes after Elijah. But her husband, wicked King Ahab, he played the sulky card, another trait of the Jezebel spirit. He couldn't get the vineyard of Naboth because Naboth wouldn't sell it, so he goes and sulks to his bitch queen wife, who then has false witnesses instigate the stoning of Nabal, so her dear little pathetic husband could have the vineyard. Another case is Absalom. Do you know the story of Absalom? He wanted to seize the kingship from his father, King David, and he went around Absalom, gathering or currying favor with the people, saying, well, if I was king, you know, I would do this and you'd get a better deal. And Absalom nearly defeated King David. Came very close. Of course, the father, Yahuwah, intervened in that. Now we must resist the Jezebel spirit. We don't hate the individual, but we must resist it. Remember, the Messiah said, I have this one thing against you. You tolerate this spirit. We called the woman Jezebel. Whether it was an individual, we don't know. Like I said, it's male and female, domineering people who will befriend you, try to control you, and if they can't achieve that, they will character assassinate you. Of course, in Bible times, even kill you. Because they can't do that now, can they? Whole organizations are under this control. Let's take, for example, the Watchtower Bible and Tract Society I mentioned at the beginning of this video, which I left 3 years ago, after nearly 40 years of servitude in that borg. If you disagree with them and want to research the Bible on your own, and you're a member of this society, inverted commas, I hate that word, they're not a society, they will disfellowship you and make sure all your family and friends are cut off from you. You see, so whole so-called Christian organizations can carry this trait. But like I say, when you come across this, it can knock you back for 6 and make you kind of totally worn out, because it's an evil spirit, and the people that carry it often don't even realize they are under the control. Interesting, the Apostle Paul in 2 Timothy 3:13 speaks about this in his letter to Timothy, that in the last days wicked men and impostors will wax bad, will grow from bad to worse. Notice this point: deceiving and being deceived. So be careful who you trust. Remember the old Scottish proverb, he who fools me once, shame on him. He who fools me twice, shame on me. As the Messiah said, be on your guard against men. Look what happened to him. Shalom.